we're continuing where we left off. Guys, did you make sure to mentally prepare yourselves for the fuckery that's about to commence? Make sure to bring chocolate with you to calm you down. You know, watch cute animal videos afterwards to stop yourself from being too traumatized, and you'll be all right. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, chapter 5. Author's note: stop flaming. If you flame it, means you're a prep or a pother. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache. Okay, and on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good revals. That's how it's written. That's how it's written on the... Dumbledore made me and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! I started to cry tears of blood down my pale face. If you cried tears of blood down your face sometime, eventually you'd go blind, or your eyes would be fucked. Like, how can you still see? You have eye problems, go to the hospital. Jesus Christ. Pressing a bendy fucking bust. Anyway. This fanfiction's killing me. Draco comforted me. Why did I say it like that? When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. Alright. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Here's the best bit. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieking, because I love her! Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well, you may go to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. That's my glare, right? Imagine that's the glare they give you. Are you okay, Ebony? Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut black floor length dress. She probably tripped over and smacked her face as well, with red lace all around it and black high heels. Why are you wearing black high heels with a night dress? If you're going to bed, or in your coffin, in other words, why would you wear heels in bed? You're going to cut all the duvet stuff. You're going to cut the duvet, your sheets, or whatever. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, I just wanna live, by Good Charlotte. Yeah, I know. I was so flattered, even though he was supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, he said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Well, I'm surprised she spelled reluctantly right, but then she had some spell checking going on. Props to her friend for doing that, because at least some of it was readable, or at least intelligible enough. Chapter 6. Author's note. Here we go. Up. Preps, okay? P.S. I will not update up till you give me good revals. Good revals. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt, blah 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 blah. In the Great Hall I ate some Count Chocula's with blood instead of milk. Count Chocula. Oh, fucking course he did. But with instead of milk and a glass of red blood. Yeah, of course, blood in it instead. That would taste absolutely minging. Was it fine? Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angry. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and red streaks in it. Fucking whitewashing everyone. Racist. It's racist. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face. She was going down on his face. And he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore. And now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's. And there was no scar on his forehead. Yeah, but if they're vampires, they don't need red contact lenses because their eyes would go black anyway. Because that's like, unless they're following a different law, you know, whatever. I'm not even going to try to make sense of this. It doesn't make sense anyway. He had a manly stubble on his chin and a sexy English accent. Well, yeah, they're in England. A lot of people are going to have English accents. I mean, unless they're like from somewhere else and they've lived here for a few years, but they've still got like an accent or something. But other than that, I mean, yeah, what do you expect? He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. No one said you had a dick, enemy. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright, what's your name? What's that voice? My name's Harry Potter. Although most people call me Vampire now these days. He grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood. He giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah! I roared. We sat down for a while. Fucking hell. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me. So I went with him. I went away with him. Okay. Oh god. Sorry, I just fucked something up there. Alright. Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. Why do you have to ruin Evanescence songs? By using the name, I mean, I still like the songs, but I feel like they've been a bit ruined by this fan fiction. It's brought shame to Harry Potter, it's brought shame to Evanescence. Oh god, I look really gaunt. I look so pale. I'm not even pale. Like, the rest of my skin is like an olive tone, but my face is really pale. And also the lighting of this camera makes me look like a fucking ghost, like a sheep. Oh well. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the chat. Sorry. I can't control the level of my voice sometimes, I'm sorry. It's a bit loud. Sorry. Author's note. Well, okay guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 god reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 good god ones. Star flaming or ill report you. Evony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a satanit. Satan tits. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Right. My sinuses are acting up again. This is fucking story. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails and red, you mean signs or something, symbols. Author's note. See, does that sound like Mary Sue to you? Maru Sue to you. Is that like the Japanese version of Mary Sue? Maru Sue. And also, why the fuck do you have like Satanist signs on your fucking nails? Like, what would that even look like? What would that... I don't even know. And this is why I'm an atheist. Right? I admit, I don't believe in like... I personally don't believe in God or anything like that, but... If this is what Satanism is, then... I sure as hell wouldn't want to be a Satanist. Alright. I waved to Vampire. Dark mystery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room, locked the door. Then... ... Don't make the same mistakes. Dumbledore might walk in again. We started Frenching passively as we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. Well, yeah, so there he goes. Not that I know, I've never had sex, but I don't think I ever want to either. And the story's not really appealing. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine. You have a boy thingy as well, in your thingy, and we had sex. It was in block capitals, so someone forgot to turn off the cap locks. See, is that stupid? Yes, it is stupid. This whole thing's stupid, but it's funny. Oh, Draco! Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm. When all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I'd never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. Bloody Gothic words were vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted, jumping out of the bed. No, you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot! I shouted, you probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what. I don't want to know, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yelled. Author's note, stop flassing, okay? What the fuck is flassing? Is that like flossing but with an A? She needs to floss. If you do, then you are a prep. Okay, I'm a fucking prep then. God. You're basically calling people rich. You're basically complimenting them. Got more swag than you. Everyone in class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging for me to take him back. Sorry, that's funny. Ebony, it's not what you think. I mean, Ebony, it's not what you think. Draco screamed sadly. I got my brother and mum in the other room. I really need to soundproof myself, but I need like a proper room to record in. Anyway, my friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understandingly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. Why is everyone wearing red contact lenses? For fuck's sake, they're all trying to look the same. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Where is the next one? Yeah, I don't care about any of that. And she apparently converted to Satanism. We're talking about Hermione here. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. You mean demanded? Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco. She was with Draco, but how did Vampire cheat on her? She was with Draco. What? Now you said Draco, how could you cheat on me with Vampire? But no, you said Vampire. Doesn't make any sense. No, you know what? I don't even know anymore. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker, And we were just good friends now. And by the way, I was just itching my nose, I wasn't picking it. I know it's a bit gross, but I'm just itching the outside of it because it's really fucking itchy. He had gone through horrible problems and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard. I screamed and ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest where I had lost my virility to Draco. You mean virginity. And then I started to bust into tears. She started to bust a nut. Sorry. Chapter 9. All is not. Note. A.N. Stop playing, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he has a headache, and the reason Snap doesn't lick Harry now is cause he's Christian and Vampire is Satanist. MCR rocks. That was random. I was so mad and sad I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Make up your mind, did Vampire cheat on you? Did Draco? Make up your fucking mind, woman. God. Then all of a suddenly, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose. And everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. I'm trying to picture that. He didn't have a nose. You already said he didn't have a nose. Basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was ... Voldemort. Well, yeah, you basically just said like Voldemort in the movie. We know it's Voldemort. It's not a surprise. No shit. No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. It's like she's having an internal battle there. She's like, never mind. Ebony! He yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter! I thought about Vampire and his sexat eyes and his gothic black hair and his face looks just like Joe Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before? I went out with him and they broke up. No, Voldemort! I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please! I begged. Why do you need a gun? You're fucking in a wizard school. You just use magic. You need a fucking gun. Why are Harry Potter characters carrying guns? Oh, God. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily. I was so scared and mad that I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. He came into the woods, sorry. Draco, I said. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerald Way. Fucking hell. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. You explained, you mean. You expelled your fucking brain. You expelled my brain cells. That's okay, he said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Alright. We still got some chapters to go. But I think we did alright. This video is a little bit longer this time. See, even Kyrie is shook. Even she is shook. Even, I feel she was sitting there having to read it as well. Anyway. Prepare yourselves for the next one. Whenever I decide to do it. When I get the willpower to do it. And yeah. Whoops. Oh god, it's all dusty and crusty and shit. I'm fucking minging at the moment. Anyway.